You have your NFL Divisional Round Power Rankings. At number 8, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. Let me just say that between the 8th seed and number 8 and number 1, there's very little difference. In the divisional round, every single team is good, so number 8 isn't that bad. You got the Bengals against the Raiders. Their offense, I wish there was more against the Raiders. And Cincinnati's Bengals defense, they did well against Josh Jacobs and the Raiders offense in general, but against the Tennessee and Derrick Henry, that's a different story. Their offense hopefully didn't do great against the Raiders, but they're still a very, very explosive offense. I'm worried about their defense. I think they have one of the worst defenses in the remaining playoff teams. Their defense isn't terrible, but it's middle. It's very middling. So their offense has to carry the slack, and most of these other teams in divisional round have very balanced offense and defense. Number 7, I have the San Francisco 49ers. Their defense is pretty good as long as Nick Bosa and Fred Warner is not too injured and play against Packers. Their offense, though, Kyle Shanahan has a great, great run game. Mitchell Debo is a great receiver. They have Kittle. And only thing I'm worried about is Jimmy G. He threw a couple of picks in the Dallas Cowboys game that nearly cost them the game. He cannot do that against a good team like the Packers, and I don't trust him carrying the team in clutch situations. And San Francisco overall can definitely upset Green Bay. At number 6, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did really well against the Eagles, but Eagles, they were such a one and done team. Their defense, it's coming back. It's coming back, but again, people coming off injuries, so that should be good. And Tom Brady, he still has a ton of weapons like Mike Evans, Gronk, but Fournette. I'm not sure if he's playing, but overall, I think it's just people returning from injuries, and we haven't seen them in a while, so that's a little cause for concern. But other than that, if everybody's healthy and playing playing well, they could possibly make the Super Bowl again. At number 5, I have the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry is coming back, and their defense so far this year has been underrated. They can shut down opponents, and it will definitely be a tough task against the Bengals. And their offense, though, Tannehill, he's not the most clutch QB. He's a good QB, but against in these big games when he needs to win the game, there's slight concern. Derrick Henry's coming back. We haven't seen him in 9 weeks, so who knows how well he will do. But still, their backup, Foreman, still pretty good. Titans' line is decent. I'm kind of worried about their offense. Their wide receiver, they have AJ Brown, and then they have Julio. And Julio has been kind of washed this year, and their tight end core is not that good. So the offense, I'm not sure if they can. They're the type of offense that can put up like 30 or 40 points against a good defense. And number 4, I have the Buffalo Bills. They're coming alive at the right time. They had a great offensive showing against the Patriots. Their defense, I believe they were the best this year, and not many people acknowledge that. And they're definitely very balanced team. Josh Allen and their offense found their rhythm against the Patriots, and Josh Allen had a great game. Their defense continues to be great. Only worried about them is their run game. And their run game, it was good against the Patriots, but this year it has not been great. So hopefully they don't over rely on Josh Allen. And their defense, though, is definitely great and should carry them. Number 3, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They blew out the Steelers, and they have looked much, much better. Like the Bills, their offense was super efficient, scored touchdown after touchdown. Their defense stopped the opponent until garbage time, and they're very similar to the Bills right now. Their defense in the last 8 weeks or so has been playing lights out. Their offense, like the Bills, have been finding their identity. The game Chiefs versus Bills is definitely going to be a very, very good game. Number 2, I have the Rams. Another blowout against the Cardinals. Stafford got first playoff win and was very efficient against the Cardinals. Their defense, though, wreaked havoc for Murray, and their defense, though, also has been underrated this year. They have just been shutting down opponents, and it will definitely cause problem for the Bucks. And their offense, though, has not been shabby. Odell Beckham Jr. has looked much better in the Rams. And Stafford, as long as he does not throw picks, they should make the game against the Buccaneers very interesting. In number one, you still have the Green Bay Packers. Like the top four teams, I say, are very, very, very close together. They all have good offenses and good defenses. The Packers, though, I believe Aaron Rodgers, he's the most experienced in the playoffs, and that should get them far. And they also have I say, better than the Rams, Chiefs, and Bills. They have the best run game. They have Dylan and Jones, and they have a great receiving core. And their offensive line is above average. And their defense, though, it has been good this year, but it does have some of it. Against good offenses, it does tend to give up a lot of points. They're still number one, though. They're on a bye this week, and only reason they might lose is either because that defense gets gashed or their special teams does a ton of special teams loses it for them. And there you have my NFL divisional round power ranking.